Hey everyone, welcome back. So in my last two videos you learned how to grip the golf club and how to stand over the golf ball. And if you haven't already checked out those videos, I will have a link to those grip and posture videos at the end of this episode. So just make sure to check those out and then come back and watch this episode because those things are very, very important. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to properly rotate your body when you start your swing off. A lot of people that I teach always tell me that they have some sort of flexibility issues or they don't have too much mobility. But if you can learn to move your body correctly, you'll be surprised on how much rotation you can have. And yes, there are people who do have some sort of knee injury or shoulder injury, but even so, I've met very, very few who are unable to move their body correctly at the start. So I'm going to start by just explaining how the lower body should rotate and then how the upper body should rotate, and then I'll demonstrate what the common errors that I see versus what it should really look like. Okay, so a lot of people or a lot of coaches in the past have told beginners to really get their weight moving to their right side as they start their backswing. So it would kind of look something like this. So you see how my weight is going to my right side as I'm demonstrating this? Okay. So the problem with that is the more somebody moves kind of right and left in the golf swing, the harder it is, or the harder it tends to be to rotate or turn correctly. Okay. So this is what it should look like. So you'll notice a little bit of a difference in my lower body. So before, you can kind of see my right pocket kind of moving to the right as I take the club back. But here, when I'm demonstrating it, my right pocket is actually moving slightly to the left as I take it back. So that's actually the correct way to rotate your body going back. So if you want to get a feel for the correct way to turn your lower body, I'll kind of show you this little drill that I think is great for everyone to do. Okay, so I'm putting a vertical line just straight up from the edge of my left foot. Okay, and this is going to represent the wall. Okay, so if you're at home, you can put your left foot against the wall, and while I'm doing it the correct way, you can see that my hip kind of gets closer towards that vertical line or the wall. And to kind of exaggerate the feel, without moving your head, you can try to bump or move your hip into the wall as you turn. Okay? And just remember, when you're bumping or when you're touching the wall with your hip, that is a bit of an exaggeration, but it's great to exaggerate things to kind of get a good feel for it. The optimal position that you want, or the optimal feeling, is just a little bit to the left as you turn. So for the upper body, when I'm demonstrating it, you always want to make sure that you maintain your posture as you take the club back. So you don't ever want to kind of raise out of your posture. You don't want to get lower than your original posture. You want to maintain it as best you can. So when I'm demonstrating it here, you'll notice that from where I started in my setup position, my spine isn't really moving anywhere. I'm rotating around my spine. Okay, so in this next clip, I will kind of demonstrate a really good drill that you can do that'll also give you a feeling of how to rotate your upper body correctly. The first thing that you want to do is, when you're standing straight up, just put your arms straight up to the side with your palm kind of facing in front of you. Okay, both arms. So now get in your posture. Okay. And you're going to maintain the arms being spread out, okay? So your palms should be facing a little bit down. So now, to know that if you're rotating around your posture is when you turn, see my left arm is kind of pointing on an angle, and my right arm is pointing up like this, okay? Right here, like that, okay? That's what it should feel like. Okay? If you are raising out of your posture, it would look like this. So see how my arms are kind of kind of horizontal or parallel to the ground. Right? So if I'm here and I raise up out of it, my left arm aren't pointing down. Okay? And if I'm doing it too much, it'll be kind of pointing kind of almost vertical. Okay? So you just want it a little bit down, kind of like this. Not raising out of it, or not being too vertical with it. Okay? So try that drill out and try and feel out what it's like to rotate around your posture. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Just learning the basics on how to rotate your body correctly. So far you've learned how to grip the club, how to set up over the golf ball, and now you have a good understanding of how to rotate your body correctly. So be sure to practice all these fundamentals, because now you're ready to learn the swing. And if you like this video, just be sure to give a like, and please subscribe if you want to see more. And if you have any more questions, leave a comment below, and I'll try to help you best I can. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one.